This is Betty, who's been taken just up the road to have a romance with a ram, just as happened with her mother. So I better get on the road. She's pretty upset about things. This little one coming up the back here is Betty, and Betty is probably, I would say, 3 weeks away from having her first lambing. They're very healthy at the moment. They're managing to hold their weight even though there's not a huge amount of feed around. Beautiful, well shedded, shiny coats, nice fat lumps, not looking wormy at all. So they're very easy sheep to have around, and obviously a bit smaller than the Dorpers. So yeah, a great small holding sheep. You can see she's just starting to bag up there and become a bit looser. You can see that sort of fat lump around her rear there, which suggests she's in pretty good condition. All we need her to have is one ewe lamb. But if she had twins, which is pretty common, then one could certainly be for the freezer come spring. So what's the date? 20th. It's the 20th of February, and we've just arrived on a Friday afternoon to find that Betty has had one lamb. Looks pretty fresh. As far as I can see, it's a ewe lamb. She's obviously mothered up with it pretty well. Heaps of milk. I would say maybe she's had that lamb this morning. She's doing a good job. She's keeping it away from everyone else that we've got here. Hey Chuck, you're a great grandmother. Pearly is just generally disinterested. Yeah. Okay, I'll come down and get you something. Beautiful colouring. God, I hope it is a ewe lamb. So I'd have to go back and look at my notes, but by my reckoning, this lamb would be potentially 1 week early. What it certainly does mean, I think, is that Betty was bred within a day or so of her being joined with that ram, and he was a Dorper ram, a black-headed Dorper ram, but the colouring of this lamb, and it's a ewe lamb, is not consistent with Dorpers. This is definitely the Harlequin colouring. You can see she's nibbling on things already. She's definitely been cleaned up beautifully, and I'm sure she has fed, although I'd really like to see her feed again, actually. It's actually a throwback to the first ram that we had here, which would be this ew's grandfather, great-grandfather for the ewe, and it would be grandfather for the ewe and great-grandfather for the lamb. But he was a Harlequin Mini Meat Sheep ram, and he was that sort of speckled black and white. Oh dear old girl. No. Morning. Morning, Chuck. Morning, Pearly. Good morning, Bed. Morning, Amy. Morning, Mum. Hey, Bet. Hey, little Mary. How was your first night? What do you reckon, Chuck? She's a good mum, huh? Keeping this lot in here while she feeds. And what I'll do is have the neighbour come and feed her for at least the first week or so to make sure she's got plenty to eat and plenty of milk. The last time we had lambs, we had triplets. It was actually this ewe. She was a triplet, and her mother got very, very thin. I expect she will lose a bit of condition over the next few weeks, and that they all will actually, because there's not a lot of feed at the moment. But that is really typical for this time of year. A bouncy lamb is a happy lamb. Hey, little lamb. Hey, Mary. Mary, we'll call her. So she's definitely feeding, which is really good to see. She's not a very aggressive feeder. But, I shouldn't think she'd need to be at this point, because Betty'd have lots of milk. And with just a single lamb, she gets it all. I've just noticed causing a bit of havoc amongst the flock here. Butting people and jumping up on her mum. But the flock are tolerating her well. Yeah, so she's feeling good. I do genuinely think it's good to have lambs in the flock, or maybe even to just introduce new animals generally, because it definitely does affect the overall behavior of the flock. You can see they're tolerating her now. And she's being actually very cheeky, but I think it just does sort of rejuvenate the flock a bit, particularly as you've got older animals. Okay, come on, I'll give you some grain. This is one of my absolute favourite ways to pass some time. Sitting with the sheep as they just take a load off, chew their cud, and you can see little Mary's up there learning how to do just that.